Welcome to the Wine Safari. Yeah, so it's been a good day, a good week.
Yes.
We hope it has been a good week for you. Yeah, because usually from now on we'll be dropping our videos on Friday so that we can give you, something to sip on the weekend, and especially if you're thinking about, drinking some wine.
Mm-hmm.
So you can sip on some wisdom as you drink your lovely wine.
Yes.
And before we continue, please don't forget to subscribe. If you're one of us, we appreciate you. We notice we have gotten a new subscriber, so yeah, to that we appreciate you. I think it's Bakita. Yeah, so Bakita, shout out to you for subscribing. So if you're watching, please do hit that subscription button, and you can watch out for our content every Friday of the week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Today we are back with something else, and today's topic is barrel fermentation.
Right.
So for you to understand wine more, you have to be able to understand how great wine is made.
Right.
And it makes it easier for you to choose a type of wine by the choice that you want. It makes it easier for you.
And especially if you know.
Yes, if you know how the wine is made.
Right.
So today we are going to speak about barrel fermentation, and before we go direct to the whole topic, we have to understand what barrel fermentation is.
Right.
So barrel fermentation is the process of making wine using oak barrel rather than concrete vasks or stainless steel tanks. Yes, that's the difference.
Yeah.
And any size of barrel can be used. But when it comes to barrel fermentation, most of the time, it is they're usually small barrels that are known as barrique.
I think the whole surface area to volume ratio plays a great impact when it comes to fermenting wines in barrel.
Yes,
yeah.
And they carry about 225 liters of grape juice.
Right, that's 25 cases of wine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Now, for you to be able to understand more on what barrel fermentation is, you need to also understand what fermentation is.
Right.
So fermentation is the process of changing grape juice to an alcoholic beverage, which in this case is wine.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's a chemical process.
Yes.
Anything that is good has both the good side and the bad side. And oak barrels definitely fall in that category. So the main benefit of oak or barrel fermentation is that I would say it transforms wine, because once wine begins fermentation, all these changes that are occurring, and then you also add on the effect of wood in wine. There's a whole chemical process that occurs, and this usually transforms the wine, and in a way that makes wine better. Wine that is fermented in stainless steel tanks is very different, vastly different from wine.
From wine that is fermented through barrel, because the stainless steel tanks, they do have more upfront primary fruit flavors and aromas.
Yeah.
Compared to wines that are fermented in oak, they're usually more highlighted in texture, structure, and also mouthfeel.
Yeah.
So they are on the heavier side.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Creaminess wise.
I would say stainless steel is about preservation of flavors, and then barrel fermentation is about enhancement. There's a whole complexity that occurs to wine when fermented in barrels. So benefit is that it enhances, it transforms wine. What are the not so good sides of barrel fermentation? One is that it's expensive. It's expensive to buy these barrels. They come from a type of tree called oak, and oak does not grow everywhere. And to cut down an oak tree, it has to be around 200 years for that to happen. So it's an extensive task, and it's also expensive. It's also labor intensive to maintain oak barrels. They often need cleaning, they need maintenance, they need manhandling to move them around. Another thing is that they are porous. They tend to leak wine. So often wine has to be added into, wine that has evaporated has to be added, and that is costly. They also have a shelf life. Older barrels don't have as much impact as young barrels. So you find that older barrels have to be taken out of wineries, and then they have to buy newer barrels because they add more character to wine in comparison to older barrels.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Also making them, it's not easy, so you have to have that great skill to make them.
They're not just made by anyone.
Yeah.
It's true, it requires a great skill.
So that is how, you know, we get these great wines.
Right.
And that is why you find that wines that are made through barrel fermentation are expensive. They're on the expensive
They tend
side.
to be more expensive.
Yes.
Yeah. So where do barrels, where does oak come from? You know, there are different sources of oak, and the two primary ones are French and American.
Yeah.
But you also have Hungarian on the side, which is a good option.
Yes.
Yeah. These two.
So we can say, there's so many other countries, like also Croatia do have oak.
Yeah.
So we can say European oak and also American oak.
Right.
But they are also different.
They are different
how
in terms
they
of
influence.
influence.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's because also of the climate they are grown in.
Right.
Yeah. So the American oak influences, it's more dense compared to the European.
What do you mean by dense?
The way it gives a denser character to the wine compared to French oaks.
I would say there's, by dense, it's like, is it dense in terms of bigness? Because that is what people say, especially the French. They say American oak gives character that are in your face. Everything is, that smokiness,
yes, that structure and all those, it's dense here. It's like in Ikubwa.
It's intense. French oak is regarded, and especially because of the influence, is regarded to be more superior than American oak. So anything that has been fermented in French oak is expensive in comparison to American. Yeah. So that is kind of the difference, that wine is influenced by the different styles of oak. Yeah.
You'll find other winemakers doing both, like using barrel and also at the same time using stainless steel, like half-half.
Yeah.
You combine them, and I guess that also kind of brings something balanced.
Different also in taste.
Yeah.
Some will even ferment in French and then ferment in American and then bring the wine together. Yeah. An interesting thing I read about recently is that now we actually even have hybrid barrels. So you find that the staves are a mix of French, American, Hungarian. So whatever comes out of that barrel is a very interesting combination. Yeah, because both or the three different types of oak have different different influences. We have barrel fermentation, which is what we focused on in this video, but we also have oak aging or barrel maturation. Now, after fermentation, which can either be barrel or stainless steel or concrete vase, some wines will need a few more years, for maturation, just because some wines can't be drunk immediately after fermentation. They need a few years to refine, to soften. So you find that, and especially most red wines will need maturation, and that is mostly done in oak barrels. Yeah, so wines can be aged in oak barrels from anything between 2 years to 10 years, and even above, depending on the type of wine that is, and especially because of the type of grape it is made from. So then now we can answer your question. You might be asking, are all wines fermented or aged in barrel? Most reds are fermented or aged in oak barrels. What about whites? Are all whites fermented in oak?
Mostly not all whites.
Actually, very rare.
Yeah, but the whites that are fermented in barrel are usually those that are less aromatic.
Yeah, something like Chardonnay.
Yeah. Mostly we find it's Chardonnay.
It's Chardonnay mostly that's fermented.
That is fermented in.
And I think it's also because it makes rich, full-bodied whites, so it has the capacity to handle oak. Because oak is a complex product, so you need a wine that can stand up to the influence of oak. I guess in some instances, Sauvignon Blanc tries, Semillon tries, but mostly you find that it is Chardonnay that is either barrel fermented and oak aged, or barrel fermented. It can be either or both. Yeah. So when you come across oaked Chardonnay, you should definitely give it a try. Yeah, there are some people who are not fans of oaked wines. They will prefer something that is a little bit fresher than that, which is totally fine. And that is why you find that we have different styles of oaking wines. So you will find that a bigger percentage was fermented in stainless steel and a smaller percentage in oak, so that it is the freshness that comes out more than the effect of oak in the wine. Yeah, so now people have options. You don't have to drink what you don't like. Yeah. So a good thing to note here is that barrel fermentation or oak aging, the good thing about it is that when used correctly, it complements wine, it enhances wine, it transforms wine, and that is what you find that wine drinkers, and especially those who really love wine, appreciate that aspect of wine.
Actually,
yeah.
So
if you really want to taste what oak is about, this to me is the best example. Because it really gives you that good first experience in terms of what oak does to wine. And you might
this is American barrel used here,
right? Yeah, you find that
American
it's very
oak.
toasty.
Yeah.
And if you don't like that, then we have this option. Yeah, this one is a 1450 bottle. So you have options. We have the wines.
We have this one too.
Don't hesitate. Yeah, this is also a Chardonnay. But then there are Chardonnays, in case we didn't mention that.
Yeah, they're all Chardonnay.
So this is a Chardonnay, this is a Chardonnay, and that is a Chardonnay. This one I would say is more on the creamier side. It's more subtle, so maybe.
Yeah, but it has not reached to the level of this one.
This one is super big.
Yeah, this one is the biggest.
Yeah.
Then this.
Yeah, I think this one they might have used French oak and American, because it's super subtle in comparison to that big old there. So yeah, these are very good examples to try. So don't hesitate to place your order on the website californiawineskenya.com.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now we have come to the end of our video today. I hope you enjoyed and you learned something today. So see until next week.
Right.
Yes.
I hope you enjoy watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that notification bell
so that you're notified every time
we drop a video. And always remember to take care of your wine. Bye, because it takes care of you.